Been a long time since I left you. Yeah, without a dope beat to step to. Oh, sorry, it's only been a couple days. Dan, did you like that? Did you like those tunes? Should I just retire?
I think the sub count's going to go down after this one. And maybe if I stop you from talking right now, and we'll go straight into the content. For those who didn't see the news, there's a Bored Ape Yacht Club roadmap that's been leaked. But I'm going to ruin your dreams and hopes and everything. And it is apparently a fake one that some of the creators or some of the people in the team have never seen before as well. So it was interesting to see there's a couple of things like the Ape token, the Mecha Dog release, Ape Fest merch drops. And this is kind of the ApeCoin currency that they were talking about as well. One of the team members came out and said, that's old, outdated pitch, and it's a hilarious version that neither Gordon nor I ever saw. There are a lot of things that have changed.
Not real. I mean, basically, you don't believe anything you read on the internet, even this video. No, I'm kidding. But it's one of those things. Where did it come? Did somebody just grab it from? They just grabbed it from like an old deck from somewhere and put it out. Basically,
it seems like this person here, King Blackboard, that's the one who I saw it from first. And it's basically just photos of someone's screen, which I mean, like we in the tech industry, this is typically what you see. You see photos of someone else's device or something like that, because usually they've got unique captures and stuff like that in them if they are really important. I can't see anything here that's capture wise.
It's interesting, right? Because if somebody leaked like something that we were working on, we would say that, oh yeah, it's not real, it's fake, it's not relevant. But how much could it change, right? Because it said the tweet said it's an old roadmap, right? But how much changes? Like even the stuff down the line, I can see something shifting, but I'm curious on how much. The only way to find out, I guess, is to pay attention to it and see what actually ends up coming true.
Yeah, and then, like a lot of the stuff people have predicted, the token, the metaverse, the Mecha Dogs, which is another release, Mecha Dogs versus Mecha Monkey Invasion, merch drop, and there's lots of talk about merch drop at the moment. Hey, can you buy merch if you're not a BAYC holder?
That's a great point. Like somebody in the comments let us know, but my guess is, yeah, I feel like you shouldn't be able to, because it's like me wearing a Ferrari shirt even though I own a Lambo. You know what I mean? Doesn't make a lot of sense.
So true.
All right, so we're gonna roll on to the next thing, guys. All right, there's enough of Dan talking. Apparently there's a panel at South by Southwest that happened today where Mark Zuckerberg was like, hey, we're gonna turn Instagram into an NFT marketplace. Hooray. Well, there's a couple things, there's a couple thoughts I have about that. What about all the people like my wife and my grandma and everybody else on Instagram who don't care about NFTs? So is this going to be like a full conversion or what?
Well, they've already got a shopping store, and people don't use that. Like I think their path is integrating things so people can use it, not need to use it. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little tab down the bottom or at the top, wherever you want to put it, that people can click on. If you haven't bought an NFT on Flow or through Dapper, like Dapper Labs, company there, I bought a Top Shots NFT the other day, and I literally clicked 3 buttons, put in a credit card detail, and I bought it. Like that is the way I think it needs to be, and hopefully we see something like that on
That's how most people got here
as well.
That's how most people got into, like, everybody you look at that's a Bored Ape founder. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people you looked at that are like came in early, which is early 2021. They were people who started with Top Shots. Like one of the first recent times that I heard about NFTs that got me back interested was because I was listening to a podcast about trading cards, and they were like, oh, NBA Top Shots. And I was like, well, that's stupid. And I ignored it. But that was literally probably March of 2021. So at that same time, a lot of people that were smarter than me took their $200 and bought a Bored Ape and actually listened to Top Shots and joined that community. I just thought it was a dumb idea at the moment because there was nothing about NFTs. It was like, hey, put your card in, you can own moments from like game winners. And I'm just like, I go to YouTube and just rip that. And I didn't even think about it. But that's just how you're going to get normies on board, right? Like it makes perfect sense. It just makes it easy where it's like, I'm buying an NFT, but it's not crazy technical and I don't need things like the next thing we're going to talk about, which is Zombie Club, to actually learn and jump on board for it. So first things first here, we're going to jump on to Zombie Club. So we looked and it's trending like crazy. It looks like they just did the whitelist mint a few hours ago. So crazy volume, already up to 2 ETH. The mint price was 0.666 ETH, which makes a lot of sense. And my thoughts on that, Dan, do you feel like that's an expensive mint price right now, or does that feel like reasonable in the market?
I think they've laid out a really good, like they've got their story about they're here to help educate, and they've been down in the slums, never lost money before. So I feel like they're hitting a pain point for a lot of people, which is an emotional segment. So 6.666 it looks nice. It's not horrible at the moment with the way the prices of things are. Do I think it's expensive? I think it's on the higher end, that's for sure. At least it's not 0.88 like the Metaverse project that's trying to come out at the moment. So higher end, but would I consider it? Yes. Am I going to do it? No.
So I'll be honest with you, like I've said this before off the air, like I'm just not excited about any project roadmaps anymore. Like let us know in the comments, guys. Do you feel like the NFT PFP phase is kind of fading away, or is it just me and Dan? Like there was a time when I was just like, every time I look at something, I'm like, I'm excited, I want to buy it, this is cool. But I think a lot of the roadmaps are getting the same. Like even with this, the thing that they're doing, like it's new, right? But it's still also a utility tied in educating people about the blockchain and those things as well. And we've seen that before with things like WGMI Radio and a few others as well. So it's just hard for me to get excited. But when I looked at this, I'm like, how in the hell did it get hyped? Like who was pumping it? What was going on? And as I was kind of going through and doing my homework, I seen that somebody tagged a bunch of people in here. So from what I can tell is that from what I can tell, this is probably some of the founders and advisors of Zombie Club. Like we got Lock666 here, which makes a lot of sense. Not a lot of followers, but as we kind of go down the list, you got Ned here as well, 14,000, followed by some decent people in the NFT space, and Machi Big Brother, which makes sense, being that this looks like it's a Asia or Japanese-based project here as well. These would be the founders and some of the people who contributed and advised on the project and helped it pump to where it is right now. Dan, do you have any other thoughts about Zombie Club?
It's interesting. I like the graphics. I think the roadmap I think it's cool still. Like it is the whole hype metaverse, the mutation of NFTs in the future, rewarding users with education. And also they said that you actually have to contribute back to the community. So that is expected of you in this kind of journey that you go through if you do have a zombie. I just don't know how in hell they managed to go from 0.66 to a floor of 2.3. I can't access the Discord just because it's gone crazy at the moment by the looks of things.
Yeah, they said they broke Discord here somewhere.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see what it's like in Discord, whether the conversation is, hey, you need to list it to ETH, like not from the team, but everyone's kind of uniting, going to ETH floor, let's go. What's that one say? I can't read it.
Yeah. It says, I bleeped a zombie for this, which is brilliant marketing. Like, I love it. If you know of any other projects that you're excited about this upcoming week, let us know in the comments. And if you like this video, click the playlist above to check out other videos like it. Until next time, we are up out of here. Peace.